Hi, here Jan again. The next stage in the LYNX journey of the project manager is reviewing and finalizing your schedule. Planning isn't a linear process. Every step you make will help you to better understand your project and to better judge the steps you already made. This stage is a good moment to review what you have done so far, and it's also a good moment to share some considerations and rules of thumb that will help you to focus on your most important risks and to improve the quality and usability of your schedule. Let's first start with reviewing your schedule. We first set some parameters in the project properties. We go to the project, we double click on it, we are in the project portfolio tab. We go to the properties, we go to project dates. With the Peters family we have agreed to start the project after January 1st. It's important for them. The project shouldn't start earlier, but the project should be finished by April 1st for the change ownership of the property. Then we go to the scheduling, and the schedule engine can schedule tasks as soon as possible, or it can schedule tasks just in time. Only use schedule as soon as possible when delivering your project earlier than the due date will generate more money. In this case, we have agreed with a specific due date of the project. We deliver on April 1st. Research shows that starting projects too early contributes to people having not enough time to get their work done. And this is the most important root cause of problems within projects. So we have to avoid the overload of people. So schedule projects just in time. We say okay. And now we can review our schedule. We auto-scale the time bar. I hold down the Control key to squeeze the time bar a little bit further. The project is scheduled as late as possible. So it starts scheduling backwards. So the last task is scheduled on Friday, March 31st. In order to deliver the project before April 1st, we have to start the project on Monday, December the 19th, as we can see here. Calculated start date is Monday, December 19th. And that is too early. We agreed with the Peters family not to start before January 1st. So we have to reduce the duration of the project. First things you have to do is to just check your schedule with your team. Check whether the work breakdown structure, the tasks, the estimates, the assignments are okay and clear to all. And then develop a strategy for reducing the duration of the project. Well, it's good to start with the critical chain, because the critical chain determines the duration of the project. And we see that the construction worker is the constraint of the project. We also see that there is a resource contention regarding the construction worker. And to show that clearly, I go back to the design view. I expand everything and first start with task 19. Task 19 should be scheduled as late as possible, but it isn't the case. It is started earlier. It is started 18 days earlier than as late as possible. And the reason for that is, if it would start later, then it would delay the task number 10. Delaying task number 10 would also delay the entire project. Also, task number 9 is a task with a resource contention. Task number 9 should start as late as possible, but it is started 3 days earlier. And the reason for that is that task number 19, which is also a critical chain task, requires the construction worker as well. So task number 9 should start 3 days earlier in order to avoid the delay of the task number 19. So let's see what happens when we hire another construction worker. I press F8 to go to the resource editor. I add a resource. We call him Jason. We give him the skill construction worker. And we say OK and apply. And immediately we see that LYNX recalculates the schedule. We see what the statistics are saying in the side window. The calculated start of the project is Tuesday, January 17th. So that is great. Understanding the main problems with projects helps you to improve the quality and the usability of your planning. And these are the 3 issues that are most harmful. Too few people to do all the work, or too little time for your professionals to complete all their work in time. Everything indicates that most problems can be traced back to lack of people or lack of time. 94% of the people who are involved in my research recognize that There are people in their organization with too little time. Think about this. Most conflicts in projects are about availability of people. And if they don't have enough time to do their job, what else can you expect from them? The second problem that most projects suffer is poor communication and poor cooperation, usually caused by too little time, but also by frustrated relationships. And the strength of your project depends on the cooperation between your people. And the third problem is the loss of control over complexity. Project management, project plannings, and projects themselves are so complex that it is hard to stay in control. You've got to do something about that. Your schedule must ensure you have enough people to get all the work done. And that your people, your professionals, have enough time to complete their work in time. Your schedule must ensure that your people have clarity to align their work and to work in mutual consultation. Planning your project should be quick and simple. And your people need to simply understand your planning. And these are some recommendations. The first one is make use of the existing recipes for planning from Pimbo Guide, Prince2 or IPMA. And these standards provide massive strategies for planning. Don't try to invent the wheel yourself. Life is too short. And if you're interested in learning some basic planning, just let us know. The second one is limit the number of lines or tasks in your project to max 200 or 300. More detail isn't necessary, nor does it reduce your risk. Resist the temptation to add more tasks. The third is try to keep the duration of tasks between 2 and 10% of the total duration of the entire project. Avoid micromanagement, and this ensures you just enough detail to monitor progress. You've got to rely on the capabilities and expertise of your professionals. You have no other choice. Give them what they need to do their job. Time, clarity, autonomy, collaboration and teamwork, and be fair with them. Resist the temptation to address exceptions and to add details that don't help you to ensure you have enough people and your professionals having enough time, and providing them with information that helps them to align their work and to work together. And finally, keep it simple. The next video, the last video, we will release the project and make updates to track progress. See you in the next video.